Hello, I'm Megan Voller, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Small, locally owned beer breweries known as craft breweries are springing up in cities and towns across the country. This story was produced by students at St. Petersburg College in partnership with WEDU. Take a look at one Tampa Bay area brewery that aims to bring together families while focusing on the art of brewing, to see how this business is becoming an integral part of the St. Petersburg community.
I feel I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I mean, I make beer for a living, and so many homebrewers come in and just look at all of this, and that was me at one time. I was the homebrewer just looking at breweries. And the fact that we have this now it's amazing. It blows my mind.
The name of our brewery comes from my three daughters. My wife told me that once I gave her the three children that she wanted, I could go off and open something. So I thought, you know what, seeing as all the money goes to their college education anyway, I figured we would name it after them. So the bar, we wanted to try and incorporate the history of where we are and what we do. And my great-grandfather owned a malt company and brewery in Lexington, Kentucky. We flew up to Lexington and found the brewery, and we liberated a brick. We put it in one end of the bar. We just sunk it into the concrete. And then in the other end of the bar, the girls got to skip school one day when we were pouring the bar, and we put their handprints in the corner of the bar to really kind of bring home and remind us every day why we're doing all this and what it's all for. We wanted to build a place where our kids could come and hang out. It was a challenge to try and incorporate what most people see as a bar without even making it a family environment.
It's a great place. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. They have a lot of cool stuff for the kids to do. And it's a great time with great beer. So they have like life-size Jenga, they have the cornhole and life-size Connect Four, so the kids have a real good time, and it's a fun place to hang out.
And I like that it's locally created. I like the whole atmosphere where you can go out and see where everything is and play the games and hear the band.
The artistic and local nature of it. We're big about local culture.
I love St. Pete, and I do love all the arts that are around us, and I feel like we are a part of that.
We've tried to pair with the artist as much as possible so far, as Frank Struck. We told him we wanted something for this one big bare wall. And so he really liked the arched staves that make up the barrels. He cut these staves and wove them together in a pattern that he thought really kind of exemplified the brewery itself.
There's a lot of creativity here. And I do like that about craft beer. You know, there's styles that you want to follow, but within that style, there's a lot that we can do.
My name is Steve Bynes. They call me Captain Steve. I'm one of the brewers here at Three Daughters, along with our brewmaster, Ty Weaver, and our other brewer, Bel Vaca. Beer is made of four main ingredients: grain, water, yeast, and hops. And just how you interact those ingredients together will give you the different flavors and styles of beer. Well, the water first hits the grain. It releases all the smells and aromas off of the grain. So the grain itself is my favorite part of it. That's just fantastic. There is a little bit of art, you know. You're going to have to feel, when you're mashing in, that's a 40-minute process. You know, how wet does it look? Do I need to turn the water up? Do I need to slow the grain down? Do I need to stir it more? You know, is the temperature right? Is the temperature of the water right? Over a 40-minute process, you might start really wet in there, but as the grain keeps piling in, it starts to dry up. So you got to kind of just know where you're supposed to be at any given time. So it's kind of got an art there. And then just balancing the flavors is the real art, but that's more Ty's gig.
I truly believe what Ty does is an art. And the idea of a tasting room, it's not a bar. It looks like a bar, but it's a tasting room. It's a chance to taste what it is that Ty has created. And to me, the beers that he creates are the same as the wall art that the Vitale brothers have put across the street. So all of this comes from his head. It comes from what he envisions somebody sitting at this particular place, in this particular environment, listening to this particular music, and this is his representation of what they would enjoy.
What is the one she likes?
Oh, really?
My favorite beer here is the Brown Pelican Dunkelweizen.
We especially love the Looper and the Oatmeal Stout.
Well, they're all good in their own way, and it just depends on the individual.
What makes Ty and I a great team is that I have vision for this, and Ty has vision for beer. He'll drink it and he'll start to talk about, this is not what I wanted. I wanted something that was smoother. I wanted something that was creamier. I envisioned this going with this kind of a cigar and a guy sitting out on a dock at sunset. It's amazing how he can take these raw ingredients and manipulate them in a way that he gets exactly what he wants out of them. And that's the art of what we do.
To learn more, visit 3dbrewing.com. The recently